Welcome back to Midco Sports Tonight, where it's time to talk about a pair of North Dakota high school basketball teams with long winning streaks that came to an end. I think this guy was the jinx of one of them. So let's bring in Jody Norstedt. Jody, last week you tweeted that if you are a West Fargo male athlete that plays baseball, football, and basketball, you haven't suffered a varsity loss since May 11th, Game 2 of a baseball doubleheader against Cheyenne. That's 31 straight wins and 2 state titles. Great stat. But you jinxed the Packers. They lost last night to Davies.
Hey, if it was a jinx, they would have lost the game before. So they won a game and then they lost. But yeah, unfortunately, that streak has come to an end for West Fargo. And you mentioned a pair of teams with streaks getting snapped. That's because Davies, in the game prior to beating West Fargo last night, saw its 30-game regular season win streak snapped at the hands of Cheyenne in boys basketball. So they wanted to ruin someone else's day, and they did it on West Fargo's home court last night. Let's take a look back at that game because I want to show you what really impressed me about these squads, and they're really good. I'm going to start with some West Fargo highlights. The three-point shot was not falling for the Pack. They ended up 4 of 22 from outside, but they were able to be a scrappy team and still hang around. Joe Pistorius is such a dynamic playmaker. He had drives like this, and he also had some highlight reel passes. Check out this behind-the-back feed to Tanner Zepeda for the easy bucket. On the next play, he throws it downfield, a la Andy Grabdahl to Pistorius on the football field. That injected some life into the Packers, but Davies had answers all night. In fact, right after that play, Harrison Thome buried this triple, one of 8 three-pointers on the night for the Eagles. Davies had 4 players score in double figures, led by this guy, Brayton Muchenbaker, who scored 25 points. He was really good. He shot the ball well. Jaden Clabo, he played a really solid game. He scored 19 points and pulled down 10 rebounds in what turned out to be an 83-70 victory. Afterward, the Eagles said it was critical to bounce back well after the loss to Cheyenne.
No one likes to lose, obviously. We love to win, but you know, I think it was a good wake-up call for us. You know, that we have competition. We're not just going to go by every single team.
We were excited coming in tonight, especially after losing on Friday night and coming in here and playing well. And I just thought tonight the biggest difference for us was that we moved offensively and we didn't stand around, and everybody was involved. And so super proud of the guys tonight, and it was a great win for us.
So Kelly, that jumbles things up a bit in the EDC standings with Davies and West Fargo now tied for first with identical 9-1 conference records, and Shanley and Cheyenne each 1.5 games back.
All right, interesting. Well, Jody, how about the Class B scene? Because I know the polls were released earlier this week, and it looks like there was a change at the top in the boys' poll.
Yeah, top-ranked Bishop Ryan lost by 1 point to a really good Botno team, 58-57. So the first loss for the Lions dropped them down to 3rd. Stanley returns to the top spot where they actually were for the first 3 polls. Still haven't lost. St. John is the number 2. Kyler McGillis is averaging an astounding 31 points per game for the Woodchucks of St. John. That's impressive. Here's a look at the Class B girls poll. Shiloh Christian still at the top, and to be honest, I don't see them losing a game the rest of the regular season. It's a big week, though, for teams 2 through 5. Second-ranked Langdon Edmore Munich hosts Medina Pingree Buchanan on Saturday, and Lemoore Litchfield Marion gets a visit from number 5 Ezekol Montpelier. That one is tomorrow. So, Kelly, you can expect some changes when the new poll comes out on Monday.
All right, well, it's hard to believe that region tournaments begin a month from Friday. That is going to be here before we know it. But Jody, I cannot let you go without talking some hockey. There's a big game on the horizon with Davies taking on Central in a rematch of an instant classic earlier this season. So what do you expect from round 2?
Well, this game is going to be a lot of fun, Kelly. Both teams are still undefeated in conference play, along with Red River, of course. So this is a biggie. Let's take a glance back at when they met back in early December. The 2 goaltenders, Central's Caleb Johnson and Davies' Jared Winter, combined for 70 saves in a scoreless tie that Central ended up winning in a shootout. It was one of those games where everyone in the building was on the edge of their seat the entire time, kind of like when they watch Midco Sports Tonight, right? Well, I caught up with the Eagles yesterday at practice, and they feel they have the recipe to win. Now it's just about getting the job done.
Hockey always starts off with effort. You know, if we have a full effort from 20 guys, we can compete with anybody. I think we have to bear down and attack the net a little better. Obviously, you can't win games without scoring goals, so that's going to be our key.
They were fast, and we met speed, and we matched them, and it was just a good back-and-forth game. So we just need to limit their offensive attack and keep ours up there, and we can beat them.
And as long as we're talking about hockey, big congrats to Bismarck Blizzards senior Britta Curl. She spent the past 3 weeks helping Team USA win gold at the Under-18 World Championships in Russia. She finished tied for second on the team in scoring with 8 points in 5 games. Kudos to Britta, who returned to the Blizzard last night and picked up 4 points in a 7-0 win over Dickinson. That's a wrap. Kelly, I'll send it back to you. Nothing better than the red, white, and blue.
Oh, exactly. Very proud of her. That's awesome. Thanks, Jody.
Yeah. You bet.
Well, next on Midco Sports tonight, a Jackrabbit freshman that's making a huge impact for SDSU. Learn more about David Jenkins Jr. when we come back.